same function. Now let's remove it. We'll see some of the example, just quick example. Let's say we have user, we have a nested object, then name. In that name, let's put Ravi, and we have profile address. Let's say address of the Ravi. Then we have another. Here we will have is skill. Let's say pin something. In that pin we have to something. Now, how will you destructure that? This is nested object. So it's very simple. Just what you have to do, simply write the same structure to the left side. Simply use this one. Now you want to hold the name to some variable, you can keep the same variable name as it is the key. Or when you want to extract the pin, then you need to use it as it is, and simply then here you need to make the same structure again. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so this is how we can destructure from the objects. Even your objects is nested, or even your object has some arrays. It's a combination of objects and arrays. Let's say put it another thing here, skills. You can write some of your skills here. Let's say React Native. So this is your skill. So how will you destructure here? Similarly, what we have to do, you need to write skills here and just use the array here directly. Put the name at skill 1, skill 2. Now let's see the output, whether it will work or not. It should work in the array scenario for array. Let's see. Yeah, it is working. You can see. So this is the combined structure of array and objects. We can destructure your whole complex data structure generally. If the value is missing, if it is not there, in that case you can put some default values in the objects as well. You can put something, let's say it's 111. You can assign here, yeah, like this. Let's say it's nothing, like say it's missing, it is not there. In that case, what would be the output? Yeah, we can see this is the default value of this. You can do this thing in your project. If you any of the data missing from your API, from your backend side, then you can put its default value. That is how it won't break anyway. This is called default restructuring. Even if you want to all of these, suppose you don't want to have, there are multiple values here in that array. So what you can do, suppose you have a skill 3. You can say this is our node. I don't want to access. I want to access everything here in the array. You can use spread operator here. Sorry, rest operator that will collect all of your remaining arguments in the array. Now you can see console here. Now let's do the console first. So you can see it is collected React Native and node in there. This is also using rest operator. You can collect all of the remaining arguments in the array and objects. Similarly, suppose let's say here we took A1, B, B2. Yeah. Now, if you want to hold all of this, let's say remaining arguments, instead of this, just put rest operator here for the objects also. Let's say remainings. So if you can see, it is outside actually. Here, yeah, here we go. Now let's console it. Let's see the output. So this is, now let's console the remainings also here with this variable. Now let's see what will be the output. Now remove it and let's see the output. It's, you got the object, remaining objects also in an object. So remaining here is an object and skill here is an array. That is how you can collect the remaining values in an object and remaining values in an array and objects both. So this is how the object destructuring, array destructuring, and combined destructuring happens. So here I mentioned it already. If you can see, I already mentioned it. Combined, you can see here, this is our combined. Yeah, now let's see. This is our combined destructuring, array plus objects. You can see. Now you understood extracting data from API, avoiding repeated code. Now you can also imagine that how it avoids the repeated code in your projects. Yeah, obviously when you are destructuring at the top level, then you don't have to write with the dot notation for more in JSX when the property repeats in your UI generally. Now handling functional parameter, you have seen it. Now working with the arrays and objects in functional programming, yeah, you also have seen it. So now you have understood it, what is destructuring. That will help you in your coding, in your projects. It's very interesting concept actually. So this is a complex data structure. So we can destructure them like that. It creates more meaningful names and variables. This is how we can do for the simplest one and for the complex one also. This is it for this lecture. If you guys like this, then please subscribe my channel.